What's up, guys? It's your boy Sham here. I came to talk to you a little bit about my 72-hour water fast that I'm on. Right now, I'm on hour 66. So that means for the last 66 hours, I've had zero food. I've only had water, tons of water. And I want to tell you a little bit about it just in case you guys want to do it too. Because I'm doing it myself, I can debunk a lot of the myths that I saw out there. Um, so that way you get the right information. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why I did the fast, how you can do the fast, or what I did to do it so you know what to do, the challenges that I faced, because online I could not see anyone talking about the challenges. I mean, not eating for 72 hours, there's a lot that goes on. So I'm going to be real with you guys on that. And then I'm going to tell you how I overcame the challenges because I'm still doing it. I didn't quit. I didn't cheat. I didn't do any of that. Um, and then I'm going to tell you how to break the fast because that's a really important part of it too. So let's get started. Why did I do the fast? Well, I'm a big science guy and I like playing around on the internet. The internet is full of, biohackers, um, the leading doctors of the world, um, really, really, really smart scientists. So I watch a lot of those people, men and women, super smart. And the number one thing that all of them have in common is they recommend fasting. They recommend a 3 day water fast. It really boosts your body. I can tell you, I feel amazing right now. I've got a lot of energy. Um, so that's the reason why I did it. I just want to feel good. And also, you want to lose your belly, you want to burn fat. So right now, I'm in a state called ketosis, which means my body's burning fat instead of glucose. So it's eating away at my fat, which has been good. I've lost a lot of my belly, which I'm happy about. I'm not going to lie. So that's the reason why I did it. So how did I do the fast? What did I do? Drink water. That's it. So you drink about 3.5 to 4 liters of water a day. Day one, I was drinking just pure salt water. So I use a Baja Gold salt. I was doing that for electrolytes because I didn't want to dehydrate. I didn't know that you can take too much electrolytes. So on day one, when everything was, just starting out, I was dealing with the hunger. The first 20 hours, I was super, super, super hungry. Um, so the salt was helping with that. But after the 20-hour mark, then my body had too much water in it. Because when you have the salt in your body's just absorbing all that salt. So that took me to my first challenge. So when your body has too much water in it, you're in the bathroom nonstop. So from hour 20 to hour probably 38, I was running back and forth to the bathroom. I got no sleep that night, like zero sleep. Um, it was a horrible, horrible experience. The next day, I was still like not feeling the greatest, and I was gonna quit. I told my wife, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be done with this. And I was, 40 hours in, 42 hours in at this point, and I was gonna give up. And then I'm like, let me check what the scientists say. They're like, you take way too much electrolytes. Um, so I had to flush all the electrolytes out of me. So just a lot of pure water is what I did from there. That helped. And then I'm going to show you the other thing I did was sauna and cold plunge. So I'll show you my sauna and cold plunge setup because if you can get that in your home, it's amazing. If you can't, every gym has one. Um, and that's what saved me. So I'm going to show you guys that because that's the biggest way that I overcame it. I just used the science. Trust the science, guys. Your body, everyone's body works the same. Minus, someone's heart may not work good, their kidney may not work good, but the overall human body, we all work the exact same. So watch your electrolytes, 4 liters of water a day. The other challenge I had was hunger. That's the main question I get because I've been publicizing this. Everyone asks, are you not hungry? Are you not hungry? No, I'm not hungry. So what happens to your body at around hour 20 for me, I stopped feeling hungry. And the science around it from the scientists, You only feel hungry when your blood sugar is lowering. Once your blood sugar plateaus at that down point, you're not hungry anymore. So I was hungry for about 20 hours, and then I plateaued with my blood sugar, and now I'm not hungry at all. I have an appetite, obviously, I want to eat, and I can't wait till I can eat. Um, but that's what happens. And they gave the example of this. You ever been to a restaurant, you're hungry, you order the food, maybe it takes a little too long, and by the time you get the food, you're not really that hungry anymore? Well, that's because when you showed up or when you were going there, you're going down, you're getting hungry. When you're waiting, you plateaued. So that's how they broke it down for me to understand it. And I think that's important for other people to understand. So I would suggest when you do feel the hunger, put a little bit of salt on your tongue, drink a little bit of water. That's what cured it for me. But I went overboard. I went really, really overboard. I drank 4.5 liters of salt water. And make sure, oh, that's the other thing, guys. Do not use table salt. The reason why I say Baja Gold Salt is because it has minerals in it. The minerals found in Baja Gold Salt, your body absorbs because it's found in nature. And it's essential minerals, which means it's not man-made. So that's the other part. If you don't have Baja Gold Salt, you can use Celtic salt. That's the other one. You cannot, and I repeat, you cannot use table salt. Table salt is all sodium. If you drink table salt, you will get sick. Do not do that. So I just want to make that really clear for everybody. And that's the fast. That's all it is, guys. It's just water. Water, 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 water. And then a little bit of electrolytes, because you still need a little bit of electrolytes. You can buy zero sugar electrolytes. If it's too expensive, like I'm not going to spend 40 something bucks on that when I can buy a whole bag of salt for 25 bucks. So that's what I did. I'm looking forward to today now to break the fast. Breaking the fast is super, super, super important that you do it right. So I spent a lot of time, watching the scientists, watching the doctors, watching the biohackers, and listening to what they said. They've all come to the same consensus. Again, you need to start with some berries, so blueberries or strawberries, something very light. You can do a yogurt, like a Greek yogurt. You can do soups, and the soups they said, make sure it's not like a mixed vegetable. Make sure it's one ingredient, like a tomato soup or a bone broth. What's the other thing? Oh, boiled eggs. That's the other thing that you can do, boiled eggs. So my meal tonight that I'm looking forward to is I'm going to start with some soup. I'm thinking a tomato soup. I've had bone broth, but they don't really have a lot of flavor. So I'm not making the soup. I'm going to go to a soup place and see what they have. They might have bone broth that's really good. I don't know. Maybe they give testers. We'll find out. But yeah, I'm going to start with a nice bowl of soup. And then I'm going to have some blueberries. I might have like one strawberry chopped up. I'm going to have a soft boiled egg. So the yolk inside will be a little bit runny. I know some of you guys don't like that. You can cook your egg a little bit harder, but they said soft boiled eggs. I don't know if a hard boiled egg is a good idea or not, if it might be too much on the stomach. I didn't hear that hard boiled egg come up at all, but I heard soft boiled egg come up a lot. So think about that. And then, because I didn't get to eat any of that curry, I'm going to take the potato so soft. I'm going to have a potato from the curry and the gravy, and that's going to be my dinner tonight. I'm really, really looking forward to it. So that's pretty much what I did. And then now let me show you the recovery room that actually fixed me, like drained me out. Because remember, when I had all that water in my body, I had to dehydrate myself. And I could wait and not drink any water and feel thirsty, or I could have just burned it out. So let me show you where we're going. All right, before I go show you guys the recovery center, Aaliyah was just listening to me and she said you didn't talk enough about the challenges around the sleep. So the sleep was a problem. It was a problem because the first night you got to pee like every hour and a half. So you're up and you're going and you're walking back. You're waking up your wife or your husband, and yeah, that's not good. They need sleep too. So the second night now, when all hell broke loose with me taking too much electrolytes, I had to switch beds with one of the kids. So one of the kids went down with Aaliyah, and then I took their bedroom because I was just in and out of the bathroom all night. Last night now, the last night, I can't fall asleep. So what happens with this diet? Your brain starts working so well. You have so much clarity. A million things start going through your mind. And I'm not a person that has a problem falling asleep. I go to bed at 8:30 every night, just like that, instantly. I was laying in bed till like 12:30, just shaking my foot because I had so much energy running through my body um, that I didn't burn off. Because that's the other thing too. I didn't work out because I didn't want to dehydrate myself. I didn't want to, because I'm not eating. But I would recommend doing a little bit of exercise before bed. If I would have done some stuff before bed, like if I, took a shower, cold therapy right before bed, because if you do cold therapy before bed, you sleep better. Taking magnesium, I didn't take magnesium last night either. So that was a big struggle for me. But you can see I have like ridiculous amounts of energy right now. So yeah, but let's talk about the results. So my starting weight was 144.6 pounds. 144.6. After day one, I was 138.6. Day two, I was 135.8. Day three, today, I just weighed when I got out of the sauna today, I'm 132.8. So I have lost in 3 days 11.8 pounds. Now, if I do some exercise or something in the next, 5.5 hours before I eat, I could probably make it an even 12 pounds. I don't feel like pushing myself today, guys. I just want to relax before I eat because I got to go to the store and get some food to eat. But those are the results. 11.8 pounds. I am down. I feel great. Oh yeah, let me show my belly. Look at my belly. Completely gone. And before, like my belly was this shirt, it would have been like this. So super happy about it, guys. I definitely recommend it. Now I'll go show you the recovery room. All right, guys, so we're in my recovery room right now because when I had all that water in me with the salt and I needed to dehydrate, I used this guy here. So this is the sauna, and it's got the red light therapy in it. Red light really helps with your eyes. It's good. I don't know what it does to your eyes. I don't know all the science around it, but they say it's good for your eyes. So I always turn on the red light. I set this thing for 70 degrees Celsius, and I sit in here for 25 minutes. This tub here is filled up with ice water. So I go in here for 25 minutes at 70 degrees Celsius. I jump right into the ice water for 3 minutes. Then I go back into this at 70 degrees for 15 minutes. And then I jump back into the cold water for 3 minutes. That's the hot and cold therapy. Why do I do that? Well, the cold therapy, that releases shock proteins, like your liver will release a special protein to your body. It puts your body under stress that it can only be released from cold. So you do not get sick from coldness. Don't let people trick you. The cold does not give you a cold. That's the oldest myth ever. I've been doing cold therapy for 3 years now. So ice tub, the sauna, super, super, super good because you're sweating. When you're in there, you're doing a full body sweat, and all you're doing is just sitting on the bench. I mean, I do a little bit of, I have stretch exercises in there that I do, but you just sit in there, you sweat it out, cold water it, shock your body. And that's the other thing about this diet that I didn't talk about. It challenges your brain, your mental. There's nothing more challenging than going from 70 degrees to 10 degrees. To make up your mind to do that. When I get into this cold tub, I start hyperventilating. I have to catch my breath. I need to talk to myself, get myself back strong. Within 10 seconds, you'll see that you have more power than you've ever known. And then you go right back in here and you start sweating again. There's no vents in here. So there's only limited air. And when you're in there, your heart rate, my heart rate gets up to like 130. So I'm going from 130 heart rate to cold to this. Like, it's so good for you guys. I can't recommend it enough. It's not only good for when you need to, for this diet, if you go too hard, but it's good for everyday use. I use this 3 to 5 times a week. I cold tub every single day. Um, that's the way I like to do it. All right, guys, I hope you like my tutorial of the 72-hour water fast. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will answer them. And I hope you like our videos. Keep watching. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, click like, all the good stuff that you do on YouTube to, help out the creator. We appreciate it. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you enjoy your fast.